Hello! So I am going to talk a little bit about the episode of Versus the Mind that aired today on October 5th, 2017. This episode was a episode entitled Love Affair. Actually, last night I was sitting down and kind of proofreading it, and I realized that it was a little bit long, and so I actually cut it in half. So you have one half of it that is all that dream sequence with Megan, and then the next one, well, you'll have to see. This whole episode, actually, I had actually walked away from writing this for about a few weeks, and I usually was writing every day, so I like sat down and I decided to actually work that into the story. So it's been a couple of days, and he's been at Jerry's, and I just kind of wanted time to have a little bit of a time progression because I didn't want to just spend every like 3 episodes doing Southern hospitality over and over again. As fun as that episode was. And so I had him fall asleep, and I kind of created this story arc where he develops a friendship with Megan by kind of showing up in her dreams accidentally. Um, there's really no love interest with Megan or John. I don't know about Megan, but I know that John is asexual, and that's probably just because I'm writing it. um, and like, you know, that's kind of I guess that's like my default mode for writing is that like most of my main characters will end up being asexual because it's just what I relate to most. And I just feel like even just kind of doing some kind of romantic thing on the radio would be really difficult. So I don't really write too much romance into these stories, although there's the possibility that romance could happen. That's not what actually Love Affair was referring to. Love Affair was the title, was referring to this sense of stasis and being at home somewhere, interfering with his kind of wanderlust and sense of nomadism that he is kind of I guess it's not essential to his character, but it's something that's become a part of his life to the extent that it's just hard to set down, like I think it would be in real life. Um, so he meets Megan. Producing this episode, in order to do it, what I did after I'd done like the voice, and I recorded all this pretty much in the same day. I took my took my mandolin out, and I played a song from that same bluegrass fake book that had been used in previous episodes, and I sang it, and then I just decided I would improvise off of like the last place that my fingers landed, and so kind of just slid up, and it was still, I think, roughly in the same key. If I remember right, it might have been some variant of a C9. And I toyed around with the arpeggios and just kind of see where it would progress from there. In order to make the rest of the score, I did a Paul stretch again on it. This one didn't have too many practical sound effects because it's a dream sequence. And I also didn't really know too much about practical sound effects yet. Some of the later episodes get more practical sound effects, like you had in Southern Hospitality, like you'll have in the next one, which is The Visit. Let's see. Kyla was here actually recording that. She didn't fly out here specifically for that. She flew out here for her friend's wedding. But she was here, and I decided it'd be easier to just record her here. The microphone was placed wrong, but it worked, sort of. More or less it worked, I think. And yeah. If you have any questions, you can always feel free to message me about it. I hope that you're enjoying this. This is kind of a short talk about the episode. It was a short episode, though. I feel like I can't talk for 10 entire minutes about this. I feel like you almost just need to listen to it yourself. Um, the other thing, other interesting production thing that happened in this is I use the time stretcher in Audacity, and I decided that would be the sound of DMT, because I didn't know anything about DMT, and so I was reading about it, and I like watched some psyched substance videos to try to see what it would sound like, because I couldn't really get a sound. Like I'm familiar, not through personal experience, but I'm familiar with diisopropyltryptamine, which is an auditory hallucinogen, but that's entirely different from dimethyltryptamine. And I kind of heard about this ubiquitous rising sound as you kind of leave your body in that experience, and I decided to kind of work that in with not the Paul stretch, the sliding time and pitch stretcher. So that's effectively how this came to be. It's almost 9, so I gotta make sure everything gets shared to the Patreon account. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed the episode. I hope that you enjoyed learning more about the episode as much as I can really tell you about the episode. If you like it, tell a friend. Please go on to patreon.com/TimmyVilgiati and consider supporting with a donation as small as $1 and as much as however the fuck much you want to give me. Yeah, thank you so much. Have a great day.